Hello and welcome to another episode with the Autistic Angler. So, today I'm at Sandy Point with Lola and Steve. I've only brought one of my cobras down today, and I'm going to be using a pulley. And I've got a couple of crabs that I picked up yesterday at Canberra Dock. It's there's a wind coming from there, so the wind is right in our backs. So we're just waiting for low tide, because here, I don't know if you can see it, but the tide careers out and it careers in, so really it's difficult to fish it for more than a couple of hours. So we're just waiting for low tide and then I'll cast out. If I use up my crabs, I've got some squid as well. I don't know how long we're going to be here. Apart from the wind, it's rather a lovely day. There doesn't seem to be much of a swell out there, and it's only when you start going down to the mouth of the harbour, because this is the entrance to Chichester Harbour, that you can see one or two white caps. But as we come into the harbour, there's no real swells. Now, there's 3 people up there fishing, and there's 3 people down there waiting as well. And because it's a hot spot for taupe and smooth hounds, that's why there's so many people here. Bearing in mind, this is a Monday afternoon. So, like I say, we're waiting for low tide, and then I'll put a crab on, and we'll see what's going to happen. So I'll get back to you later. Actually, not later, but sooner. I was wondering, there's a bloke up there feathering. I've got some feathers as well. I don't know if I got the right weight for them, but he's obviously trying to get a mackerel to put out fresh for the taupe. Oh well, I'll get back to you later when there's something to show you. There we go, first crab ready to go out, and we're fishing. It seems to be holding bottom as well, so fingers crossed. So I had a rig failure on the first one, and the crab came off as well. So we're going with a whole squid this time. Hopefully the bait might stay on the hook this time. This one's on an imp, not on a splashdown. Right, let's see if this one stays out there. Well, it certainly went out okay. say hello, Lola? She's a good girl. And that seems to be holding perfectly. So I'm being Steve just side. Before we knew what had happened, it's pulling that way now. It's only just past the neap tide as well. We thought we'd have longer here. Looks like we're only going for a couple of hours. Steve's had a couple of bream bites, but it looks like the crabs are in force. But we sort of suspected that. Me, I haven't had a single bite yet. People down there haven't seen them bring anything in. The people up there have all gone. They seem to be luring on the ebb. I guess they're thinking that they'd be eating while the tide's going out. I don't know. I always thought luring would be better on the flood, as they're searching for food that's just being covered by the water, but what do I know? Now look, you can see down here the sharp drop down here. Can you see that? The colour in the water there, look, where it goes down suddenly. And you can see how steep it is up there. But it makes you wonder. Because our lines are disappearing here and they're still going down quite deep. So, really is a bit scary when you think about it. How deep it is, how close it is. I've been here fishing here before, and just out there a seal popped up. So I guess it is quite deep, quite close in. But that bank there is quite something. So we know we're in deep water. Oh hello, no, this is my line here, look. Going down there into the water. That's a deep shelf just here, isn't it? Yeah, well look. I was hoping I had a fish on, but no. And I've elasticated all my, with an elastic band, all my grippers up. Yeah. Hoping that they'd grip better, but... not looking good, mate, is it? Yeah. Yeah, but like I say, why, when it's a neap, is it this bad?
I don't know. I don't understand how Daniel seems to put so much fucking goldfish down there.
No. Does he chuck out 12-ounce weights?
God no.
Wow. so heavy as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure playing a big hound wouldn't be this hard, mate. As far as I haven't broken off. Yeah. Oh, I've got seaweed on the surface. Wow. I'll tell you something for nothing, Steve. I ain't chucking this out again.
No.
This is not fishable, to my mind. I appear to have two lights. Have I got one of yours? My sincerest apologies.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
That's why it was so bloody heavy then. How to get to know people. Well, we're down at the dreaded shot leader knot. There you go. That's you clear. Well, for the next 20 foot. Oh, I'd love for you to have a fish on at the end of your line after all this. That would make it worthwhile, wouldn't it?
Yeah, wouldn't it? What are you saying there?
Yeah, that's why let him. You clear? Right, people, that's the end of this. This is a mud sky. So if you know what I've been doing wrong, let me know, or what we've been doing wrong. 6 ounce weight on a neap tide at low water. We should have longer than 10 minutes to fish. This is a bit disastrous, if you ask us. We're going to retire her up to the top of the harbour. Not that we'll be able to do anything because the water won't be in far enough yet. But this is not doable. I don't know how Dad and everybody else fishes down here. But I know when I'm beaten, and I'm beaten. So I'll see you up the other end of the harbour.